Alright, this is part 2 of section 4.5 on graphing with the slope. So today we're going to continue to graph in slope-intercept form. We're going to practice more of what we did today in class. So we're going to use a slope and a point in order to graph the line. We're not using tables anymore. We can do it much faster using slope-intercept form. The problem is with our example here, if you look at the equation, it's not in slope-intercept form. So what we have to do if we want to graph in slope-intercept form is put it into slope-intercept form by solving for y. So we have to solve for y first. So down here in this bubble, we can write in that step right here. Make sure it's in slope-intercept form. In other words, we have to solve for y. It's really important to do that first. So let's go ahead and do that. If we want to get the y by itself here, we have to get rid of the 2x first. So we're going to subtract 2x on both sides. And after the 2x's cancel here, we can go ahead and drop down the negative 3y. Now on the right hand side, we're going to rewrite this so that the x term comes first. This is going to be negative 2x minus 3. Next, we're going to have to get rid of that negative 3 here out in front of the y, so we'll divide by negative 3. And now the y's by itself, because the negative 3's will cancel, so we are left with y equals, on the right hand side, negative over a negative gives me a positive 2/3 x, and then negative 3 divided by negative 3 is positive 1. So now this is in slope-intercept form. So let's quickly identify the slope and the y-intercept. The slope here, m, is 2/3, and my b value, the y-intercept, is positive 1. Now that I know what my slope and my y-intercept are, we go ahead and we graph just like we normally have done in the past. We're going to start, oops, let me write the 1 back in there. We're going to start by plotting the y-intercept first, and then we use the slope to be able to graph more points. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. I don't know why the 1 keeps disappearing. There it is. Alright, so let's start with the y value of 1. So we're going to plot our first point right here. And then we're going to use our slope of 2/3. So remember, the change in y over the change in x is supposed to be 2/3. So that means we'll go up 2 and to the right 1, 2, 3. We'll graph our point right there. And we can do it again. We can go up 1, 2, right 1, 2, 3. Graph our point, and let's do one last one. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, right there. Okay, now we know from today that we can also go backwards. If we want, we can also say that we can go down 2 and left 3, okay? Because negative over negative is still the same as a positive. So that means when I start here at this point, I can go down 1, 2, and to the left 1, 2, 3 units. Let's do that one more time. We'll go down 1, 2, and to the left 1, 2, 3. Graph a point, and we can finish off with one last one. So down 1, 2, left 1, 2, and 3. Alright, so now we've got a pretty good looking line here. Try to connect those points. And again, this is a lot faster once we know how to do slope-intercept form. The difference for tomorrow is that we need to now solve for y first before we can graph in slope-intercept form. So that's it for today. Nice job. I'll see you guys in class tomorrow.